sort of build one of these Fiesta STs might be a little bit different to other people's. I believe that the chassis, the suspension, and the way this car actually feels when you throw it into a corner is perfect from the factory. Yes, this one today has been slightly lowered, but I do feel that from the factory these come out absolutely exquisite in the handling and how the chassis actually feels when you're throwing this thing around. They're not down on power from the factory as well, but of course if you're going to do anything to it and you throw a hybrid turbo on one of these cars, no joke, third gear. It just literally lights up, and yes, you're getting a lot of power out of this little 1.6 litre, but my god, can the car handle it? It's insane that this car can handle what is in theory 75% more power going through it. And that's why I really like these Mark 7s. A lot of you guys out there do too. The guys that are watching this right now probably own one, or you aspire to own one of these cars. So I'm going to try and give some sort of ideas to what it's like to drive this one today. Now this one again is modified. It isn't a standard car, but it hasn't taken a lot to get it to this power and to feel like this on the road. Couple that over 300 brake horsepower with the characteristics of what I deem to be probably one of the best hot hatches that have come out in the last few years, you get one of the most exciting experiences that you can get from a new age hot hatch. This is a 2016 model. Yes, you can buy one, you know, £5,000 to £6,000 with higher mileage if you so wish to. That's a little bit older. You'll still get this same experience. That chassis doesn't change. The fun level doesn't necessarily change if you go for a cheaper one of these. So we're down a back road at the moment. You can hear I think you can just about hear that on camera. The whir from the turbocharger is hilarious. It is such an experience to come on boost in this car. As you can see, this one actually has bucket seats and a completely stripped out rear end. I'm a huge fan of the Recaro seats that you get in the Fiesta, so if it was me, just personally, I would stick with the Recaros. But it's always nice to jump in something with some serious bucket seats. Fourth gear, there isn't too much in the way of torque steer. You do still have to fight the front end from going all over the place, but it is actually going in a straight line at this power. I do think at 32 PS a lot of PSI to be putting through one of these little cars, but these cars can take it, which is the mad thing. This car is taking it. Yes, could go and forge it straight after this and, you know, get a little bit more power out of these cars, but I think right now where this car is and how much money that's put into this car right now, you're on to a winner. But let's talk about money as we're here. We're coming to a little junction right now. Pricing. Now this one, you know, 2016, 29,000 miles it has on it. Probably on the higher end of the ST market. Again, going back a little bit, you can buy one for around £5,000 to £6,000 with a little bit more mileage on it. This one is probably over £10,000 that I'm driving today. The turbocharger, the stage 3, I don't really like talking in stages if I'm quite honest, but hybrid turbocharger that's been put on this one today. The intercooler, the exhaust system, you're around £2,000 to £2,500 to make this car what it is. I don't think that's that much money really, considering what you get out the other end. An absolute riot. I know there's a lot of people out there that will slate Fiestas because of pop and bang maps in a Tesco's car park. This one, no pop and bang. It's got a little burble on the D-cell, but no pop and bang, and that's how I would have my Fiesta, if I'm quite honest. It just is a better experience when there's no banging and stuff. I do appreciate the banging from time to time, don't get me wrong, but I think if you're a driver and you want to really go and enjoy one of these cars, this is probably the best setup you're going to go with. It's such a good experience, this car. The way it steers, the notchiness of that gearbox is why they're so popular, and you know, the guys watching, you know how good this car is to go and enjoy. The guys out there that are looking to buy one of these, oh, it's like it's on rails, this little thing. The guys out there that are looking to buy one of these, just get one with a good bit of history behind it. There's a lot of them out there that have been heavily abused, I think the word is. There is a lot of abused out there, and abused not in the sense that you haven't enjoyed it. I mean, oh Jamie, you're abusing someone's car on camera. No, that's not what's going on here. We're enjoying the car for its intended purpose. But abuse like no servicing and terrible remaps and just not taking care of a car. You can enjoy a car to its fullest if you look after it properly. So yeah, there's enough of them out there, flooded the market, so you can go and find one with a good bit of history. I think if you're looking to do this turbocharger and intercooler setup, I would personally go to AT Motorsport. They are of course my very good friends. They helped me build my RS3. So shout out to AT Motorsport. They would be the guys that I would go with. Today we are on a Puma Speed Hybrid Turbo, and it is very good. But if it was me, AT Motorsport would be the guys to go to. This car is so much fun. You forget, in the midst of 500 horsepower hot hatches these days and four-wheel drive and this and that, I am completely to blame here. I own, you know, an RS3 with over 500 horsepower. You forget front-wheel drive manual, exciting, lower power, better chassis. It's just a better experience for you if you're a driver. Most of the time I'm quite lazy, so of course I own an automatic, but it's always really refreshing to jump in something that's well built, it's been done properly. The boost. Yeah, if you're looking for one of these, I would go and hybrid turbo it. I would say yes, definitely go and do it. That's what I'm sort of basing this whole sort of video around, is should you go and hybrid turbo your Fiesta, or should you go and buy one of these at all? I think yes, there's not a lot out there that can really compete with how easy this car is to modify, how many are out there in the interwebs for sale, and I think you will not be disappointed whatsoever. So guys, if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all on the next one.